Over the summer, I was overwhelmed with anxieties about my future. With everything happening around the world, I just realized how chaotic life can really be. With bad news happening, it seemed like around every corner, it clouded my mind with negative thoughts about my future. I think as humans, we tend to focus more on the long-term results and overwhelm ourselves with how to get there. It always seems so impossible, especially when it seems that everything around you is crumbling. I mean, there is no guaranteed future or set path you could take that makes life easy, and well, these thoughts sent me into a spiral, realizing more and more that no one has anything figured out. Even the people that seem like they know exactly what they're doing are struggling with their own problems behind closed doors. We're all just people living through this chaotic human experience, and there's no real right way to do anything. I struggled with these thoughts, looking for answers, trying to find the meaning of life, and trying to find out my own purpose. But I finally realized that knowing the answers doesn't really matter. I may never know the answer to any of these questions, but I do know that I'm here now, in this moment, experiencing whatever it means to be human. So instead of questioning the chaos, I instead realized that I need to embrace the chaos. So many things in life are completely out of my control, and the only thing I have control over is how I react to them. So instead of letting my anxiety control me, I said fuck it. Left my apartment in Florida and decided I want to have the full human experience before I die. Don't have any clue what will happen or where I will end up, but that's the exciting part for me. Either way, at least I know I will live my life with no regrets. And well, I guess that's why I'm here.
Hey, hi, how's it going? Welcome to episode 3 of I'm Homeless, and I don't really know where I am.
I see a Mansard roof through the trees. I see a salty message written in the eaves. The ground beneath my feet, the hot garbage and concrete. Now the tops of buildings, I can see them too.
Welcome to my 3rd month of being homeless. After traveling down the East Coast, sleeping on a plethora of couches, I ended up finding myself in North Carolina to meet up with this guy.
Hello.
How's it going?
What's up, dude?
All right, we're scheming.
We're scheming?
We're planning to do some non-illegal activities.
This is V. No one knows what V's real name is or what he does. I see him as one of those cool, mysterious boys that like smokes a cigarette in the back of the bar or something like that. I mean, I don't actually think he smokes, but you get the point. Anyways, as soon as I got there, we were trying to figure out something interesting we could do that night.
You guys know Crocs?
Yeah.
Okay, we turn them into Croc Heelys. Think about it. We put wheels on Crocs.
Do we?
Thoughts?
So we have to buy the Heelys and we have to buy the.
Well, no, you would have to buy like a wheel.
Heelys.
I do too, actually. But think about Crocs being Heelys, way cooler.
But after a bit of thinking, we finally came up with a solid idea. There was these mountains on the other side of the state, about a 6-hour drive away, but we had heard about this abandoned fire tower that sat on top of the mountain. The goal was simple: get to the fire tower early enough so that we could watch the sunrise from the top of it.
You guys ready for an adventure?
Let's do this shit. Hello, Mr. Deer.
I kind of feel so cold that I'm hot now though. Like, I came out of the water and it's like a warm outside.
Bro, that's fucked.
Bro, I forgot to put my pants on, but it's okay.
This is it, man. All we had to do to get here was drive 5 hours, jump in a freezing pond,
That was it.
and hike a mile. That's it.
Don't forget that.
All for this. This is so sketchy, man. But the view is pretty clean, pretty nice. My heart is beating out of my chest. I don't want to move! I'm so scared! sketchy. Don't try that. No one do that. I don't recommend it. Like, my body was shaking, but I was like, we went through so much to get here, so I felt like I needed to.
Remember at the beginning of this video when I talked about embracing the chaos? Well, this is probably the perfect example of this. I have to say, taking a spontaneous trip and just going with whatever happens made me feel like I was truly living. We did it.
One in the middle.
Wait,
1, 2, 3.
That did not work.
What do you want to do today?
I want to have an adventure. Let's either shoot some guns, go down a hill in some bubble wrap.
It's funny because this isn't even the first time I've done this. This is like the third time I've done this. Yeah, hopefully this isn't the way I go out. That would be like kind of lame. Actually, it would be kind of badass.
What's up?
Dude, one flex and I could pop all of these.
I love how everyone just gives us this like smile. It's just like, yeah.
Whatever y'all are doing, I don't want to know. They're probably thinking I'm badass. Everyone that drives by, they're like, damn, that guy's fucking cool.
Yeah? Is that what you think?
No doubt. That has to be it, right? They're like, oh my god, I wish I was him.
I
Feel badass. Lemons are so good.
See, that's something if you taste that bad, you'd be like,
No, I'm so satisfied right now.
you're really a YouTuber now. You're good.
No mountain sucks, baby.
While I was having fun beating myself up, I did receive this DM on Instagram from a complete stranger. Aiden, I know you don't know me, but trust me, I'm exactly the person you want to meet right now. I just happen to see you're living out of your car, and I just so happen to be doing the same thing. I am down to meet you anywhere. Let's have an unforgettable adventure. I mean, there was no way I could pass up meeting up with another person doing the exact same thing, so of course I said yes.
Welcome to my MTV crib.
This is Kiara, and she's been living out of her car for the past 7 weeks.
This is where I drive.
Dang, fancy?
Oh, this is Serenity. And yeah, her little area's up here. That's where I keep the litter box. Let me demonstrate the bed.
Okay, yeah, I'm really curious. This one I'm curious about. Dude, this is crazy. You actually have like a bed back here.
Yeah, it's like an inflatable mattress specifically made for the back, which is really, it's really made a world's difference. And then you would just
I'm gonna have to get this.
little blanket and go to sleep.
It actually looks pretty cozy, I'm
It's
not gonna
pretty.
lie.
You should try laying in it.
Yeah, let me try.
Well, you're a little long for this lifestyle, but being 5'4" or below is like a pretty good. But yeah.
Window open.
Just keep the door. And then like have like a little something you prop your feet up on here.
It is cozy.
So since it was already getting late, we thought it'd be a good idea to get an Airbnb for the night. Okay, this Airbnb has like hella games.
We're gonna play every game in here tonight.
We're playing every game.
I'm not competitive and I'm bad at everything.
Good
Like,
luck.
It's gonna be great.
Good luck. I'm gonna win everything, no doubt. Your DM caught my eye because you said you were on a road trip across the U.S. So like, I want to know what's the backstory. Like, why?
The backstory. First of all, I can't believe we're both doing this at the same time. I'll firstly say, the first time I saw one of Aiden's videos, as soon as I saw him, I was just like, I'm gonna meet that person someday. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm somehow gonna come across him. The whole theme of my summer, I was trying to balance a relationship I'd been in for 3 years with a nanny job I'd had for a year. At the same time, like, while this was my favorite job I've ever had, and this was my favorite life partner I've ever had, there was still baggage that came with both of those things. I find out from an acquaintance that he's been cheating on me with, like, double digits amount of people, like the entire time. The relationship was never a thing. While I unconditionally supported him, raised his child, he like lost his driver's license to DUIs, and I was like, hey, I will watch your child. I'll give you rides to go to the lessons to get it back. Like, I was willing to support him. 2 hours later, my job called and they were like, yeah, we're really uncomfortable that he's been flying on an airplane to come visit you and during the pandemic, and then they were like quarantining for me after he'd come to visit to and so it was a whole thing. So I basically lost my job because of him and lost him like just all in the same day, September 7th. It all just fell apart. My lease was up, my job was over, my relationship was over, and I'm like, fuck, I have nothing and I'm just gonna go. And so that's why I just threw my cat and everything I could fit in my car and just went for it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna see what happens. But it's just kind of like I've found that even the not positive things that happen in life, I usually end up learning something from, or something else happens in result of that. Like I meet someone or I go through an experience that wouldn't have happened if I didn't go through some other negative experience. So I don't feel like a victim of anything. I really think it was like a blessing and not a coincidence that I lost everything at once, because kind of my mantra of the whole summer was I'm letting go of everyone and everything that doesn't serve me. And I would say it to myself out loud, driving in my car and in my head and when I meditated and wherever I went. And then all in one day, my whole life fell apart.
No! Don't tell me you haven't. Don't tell me. There's no way that's yellow.
There's no way. Oh, it is. Motherfucker!
Since I wanted to give Kiara a fun adventure, I thought it would be a good idea to take my boat out on the ocean. So we made some makeshift paddles, grabbed some snacks, and planned to have a nice relaxing day out on the water. And you know what? It started out great. At least for the first 10 minutes. And then tragedy struck. There's a hole in the air mattress. It popped from the clamps. We've been out here for like 10 minutes.
I really enjoyed that 10 minutes, so I wanted to keep floating with it.
I wanted to keep going too. I'm going down with the ship as the captain. I just don't know how deep the water is. That's the main issue.
I will do anything, whatever you think is best right now, Captain. I will follow the captain.
Okay. I say we get to the shoreline. I think that shoreline, because that's the closest. Oh, these clams are really hard to walk on. Are you sure your feet are gonna be okay?
I'll make it.
By the way, it's like probably like 45.
It's like 40 degrees, if even.
Yeah, it's very cold outside. It's very cold in the water. Oh God, this is like swamp now. This is what I was scared of. Yeah, it cut straight through, dude.
I mean, look at what it did to my legs.
Yeah, those are sharp, dude. We hit a whole pile of them. There's like no way around it.
There was no way to get out of it.
Aiden's ruins his Vans, part 15. Okay, we have two options here. Either we walk all the way and try to make it all the way around back to my house.
Yeah.
Walking, it would take us about an hour. If you just get on my back,
Okay.
I can carry you back.
In the water?
Yeah, because I don't think it's that deep.
We don't know. What if it's swimming? I guess then I'll just swim.
Yeah, I mean, if it's swimming, then you just swim. But like, it would only take us like, this is like 2 minutes.
Okay, it's true, it's true.
You know what I mean? Okay, we're getting to...
Thank you so much.
I got you.
Oh my God.
Once we get to the deep enough area, you should be able to swim.
I'm gonna swim for it.
Okay.
It's happening.
I'll let you know when the clams are...
And if I have to go down, like, put me, I'm not afraid to be uncomfortable, so.
I got you. Okay, this is it.
This is it. Okay, thank you for getting me through that part.
I got you. Okay, I'm gonna... It's so cool. It's actually...
I'm not gonna lie, like, my muscles kind of stopped working because it's so cold, and I'm like, I might drown with this nice stranger.
Welcome to Adventures with Aiden. They're horrible.
He's like, this is what happens with me. I'm like, this is just what happens in my life.
I'm sorry.
No, I've consented to this.
Like I said before, there's no real way of knowing the end result of anything. Sometimes you just have to go with whatever's happening and figure it all out as you go. This past couple weeks just have been so insane, from traveling around North Carolina with V and just doing whatever we wanted, to cleaning up Kiara's cuts in a bathtub. I guess this is really what I signed up for when I decided to be homeless, but I couldn't ask for any other experience. Life is chaotic, and I'm still learning to just embrace it. And by no means am I saying this is the right way to live. I'm young, and I'm still figuring stuff out. But I'm happy to get to know these strangers and to make these cool memories, so.
Saw a friend today and I feel okay. She's in my head, I'm never lonely. Sings me to sleep deeper, I creep. Saw a friend today, I feel okay. She's in my head, I'm never.
I think you squeeze it in your mouth first.
Oh, really?
I don't know how lemons work.
I was gonna go,
Are you gonna bite it?
yeah. Like bite your two front teeth into it and then drag. Is it spicy?
Spicy.
You got a visitor.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
Actually.
Straight up, kind of good.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. I
I was expecting a lot more.
I was expecting worse too.
Yeah.
And complications, bullshit. And complications, bullshit. And complications, bullshit. And